Hi learners, today we are going to learn about how can we create an GitHub account and how can we add files in a GitHub account in a step-by-step tutorial method. First, we have to open in our browser in our PC or laptop and type github.com and open. I have a GitHub account, so that's why it came fastly. Then you can search like GitHub account. You can access like you can see this page. You can go through first link and you can go through first link. If you have no GitHub account, then if you have to see your sign up page, like how can you signing into the new GitHub account. You can sign in and complete the process. Then you can show this like this page, and then you have new button on the top left. Then check, click on this button. Then whatever you have to create a new repository, then you have to like give a name about it is likely related to the files in this repository. I have a files of a HTML code which is about like which is related to the recipe app. Then I can name it repository, name it as recipe app. Then click on enter. Then if you have want any if you have need any readme files or anything license repositories or ignoring files, you can access on first. Here we have to give a name. What's my project name? Recipe, right? Recipe app. And don't hit on enter button. You can hit on enter button, then it will go to directly. You didn't show the these features. It will go to directly the open of repository. Then if you have any settings, like if you have the visibility of your repository, you put on your public, then anyone will be access your code on the public mode. If you have put on this in private, if then the people cannot access your code because of it is in a private visibility, right? Then if you have need any readme files about you can write any documentation on your project. Then if you access the like enable the readme file, if you want only, if you want any documentation, like you can enable this one. And this is a git ignore page. If you have any ignorance like about ignore files, like pop-up messages and something related to, then it won't be anything like it didn't for you. Then if you have any license issues, then you can access this one also. Completed this all process and click on create repository. Then my repository will be created, and I can, this is my GitHub repository link. And here two processes there. One is pushing a file, whatever our files is there about our project. We can push into the GitHub repository into the command line format, or we can justly drag and drop format. Here compared to drag and drop and command line format are going to very tough, and like some difficult steps are there, and some issues are occurred compared to the drag and drop. Comes to the drag and drop system, the drag and drop method is very flexibly. We can just select a files whatever is there in our project. Then just click on select and drag into like drag into there to here. I can show how can we drag a files. Just we can go to the place and ignore the space and go to upload an existing file. Okay, hit an uploading an existing file and we can see this repository name spf. This is my repository, and here we can drag our files or choose your files in our local system. Here my files are this is my files. This is my files, like this is my project files. Then I can simply select and click on open. Then here are some more files. Select which file we can go to drag, or which file we can go to add in the repository, and click on open. It will be add in the repository. Then we can show whatever the file we can hit on open. Then that file will be add in the repository, and we can see like this is the html page index.html. Then the process will be done, and our file all are completed and all are like dragged into the repository. Then simply click on commit changes. Then the process will be completed, and we can see the file whatever the html page. Simply here type on index.html. We can see our file, and whatever the code we can put in the file. Then the meaning is we can drag into the repository from just drag and drop, or we can choose any alternate mode, like we can select a files in our like repository, like we can select a files in our local system. Both methods are simple then compared to the command line arguments. Then thank you. And one more thing, if we have clone a repository code into our local